You ever notice when you want that car, you visualize it, you think about it, you dream about it, and you just start seeing it everywhere? Well, that is the same thing that's going on with women and gray hair, and even some men. Because in 2020, guess what, y'all? We were at home. We couldn't color our hair. Well, most of us who couldn't go to a professional salon to color your hair, you just stopped coloring and you just took the plunge. And now you see it on social media. You see it on the mainstream media, in Hollywood, and gray hair is everywhere. That gave rise to a new gray hair movement. So what's up, guys? It's your girl Sharon, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about why we are seeing a new rise to gray hair, be it on men and or women, and we're seeing it everywhere. So let's get into this video. First reason I believe that we are seeing this movement everywhere is that women are finally ready to be more natural, not in just their curls or their textured hair, but you are finally ready to be more natural in actually wearing your natural color. I call it the new natural hair color movement. They are in the streets, they are everywhere embracing this movement. So if you are ready to join a community of grown girls go gray, make sure that you click the link in our bio in the description section of this video so that you can join a group of like-minded women just like you who are either still coloring and just toying with the fact of, yes, I'm ready to go gray, or you're in the processing of shifting. Either you did the big chop or you're actually growing your hair out slowly, and or if you've already embraced your gray hair, make sure that you join our movement, Go Gray Be Chic, inside of our Grown Girls Go Gray community over on Facebook. There are women just like you who are ready to embrace their gray hair and need more support. And the second reason I think is that it's no longer a fad. Women just want to be more natural with their gray hair, and they want to be more free as they age. And yeah, there is such a fad with all the younger girls coloring their hair platinum. But we as natural gray hair women, we just want to be more distinctive with our gray hair, regardless of the hair pattern, because there's so many different shades, different patterns, different colors of gray hair. And I know some people say in the comments, well, why do you guys call it gray and not silver? Well, everybody's hair is not silver. You have so many different ranges from gray to silver. Like my hair is silver in the top, but in the back it's still gray. So I just use the terminology gray hair, and it's time for you to just kind of step out and be who you always wanted to be with your gray hair. We just had a live inside of our group a few days ago. I think women have really thought about going gray and then really not sure, and then when they do go gray, some of them get all these negative comments. They kind of don't know how to deal with it. It's a little bit overwhelming. And I feel like, you know, some people have childhood wounds, right? And so some people are still dealing with that when they're getting the negative comments from gray hair. And what you have to do is have a mind shift. You know, you're actually attracting those comments when you're not as confident as you want to be with your gray hair and as you want to be with yourself. What happens is when you still have that mindset that you look old, you're going to get comments on that same idea, that they're going to think you're older, even though your face look youthful. If you have that mindset that you still feel old, or you look old based on your gray hair at whatever age you are. And it's not about just looking old. It's just about you want to feel more modern with your gray hair. Yes, we are aging and we are getting older. But if you're like in your 50s and someone thinks you're 80, then that's a big, huge difference. So what you have to do is take a mind shift. And that mind shift is creating more confidence in your lifestyle. Do you have on makeup? Is your face dry? Is your lips dry? Do you not have on any gloss? Is your hair shiny? Is it dull? You know, how are you showing up with your gray hair? That will let people know the energy that you're giving off with your gray hair. If it's lack of confidence, then they're gonna zone right in on your energy. It's very important that as you embrace your gray hair, that you kind of shift your mindset a little bit. And that's why we're seeing gray hair women everywhere, is because so many women have shifted their mindsets and now they love them with gray hair, regardless if it's short, if it's long, if it's textured, if it's straight, if it's braided. I don't know, you might have a weave with gray hair. So so whatever that is for you, you're actually taking over the gray hair movement because you have so much confidence, you have that boss mentality, and you just love you with gray hair. And another reason why you see women all over everywhere with gray hair is because they're tired of the mentality and the narrative that, you know, the media, the world, people give us or try to give us or try to portray that as long as you still coloring, you're going to look younger. And that's not necessarily true, because people are coloring, and most of the colors that they're choosing are mostly dark, you know, pigmented shades, as opposed to something a little bit lighter against your skin tone. You might look a little bit more youthful, but I'm telling you, as that gray hair grows in, and you can see that white at the scalp, you're gonna know and realize that that gray hair is gonna be harder and harder to color. So the narrative of you're gonna look younger and continue to look younger as you age by wearing color is definitely not true. But again, you have to be ready to stop coloring your hair. Nobody can, you know, tell you to stop coloring. Nobody can make you stop coloring. It's just this thing where you actually know when it's time for you to stop coloring. You know when it's time for you to say, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. Either you might have issues with your hair, you might not have issues with your hair. You're just ready to stop coloring, but you never know what it's going to look like until you actually just go ahead, suck it up, and just grow it out. So that narrative of if you continue to color your hair, you will look younger is definitely not true, because I did a video a few weeks ago about the difference in what women look like before they gray and after they gray, and how the skin and the skin and the face just looks more youthful. It has more of a glow, and it's not that it looks younger, but it just looks different. So make sure you watch that video right here. The gray hair movement, and women and men are in all parts of the world freeing themselves from the attachment to color. And regardless of where you are in the world, because I've been interviewing and featuring women all across the globe, and it's just interesting to hear their take on it and how people accept them and their experience when they're actually going gray and stop coloring their hair. So wherever you are in the world, this movement, you're going to start seeing women just everywhere. The increase in confidence, the increase in empowerment, I predict that it's going to start taking off even more with women all over the world. They're going to start graying earlier. They're going to stop coloring earlier as well. So my prediction in the near future is that you're going to start seeing even more of a movement, because women who gray earlier, like some of us, are going to embrace their gray even earlier, in their 30s, in their 40s, and even before they're 50. So they're going to be embracing their gray hair even more. And so you're going to start seeing women everywhere. And this gray hair movement is just going to continue to catch on. And it's just going to be a world of women who just are empowered by seeing other women like me and you being featured on my channel, and influencers as well. Let's go into our next segment, which is where so many women have started businesses, online platforms that are uplifting, inspiring, and empowering women to go gray, to age more gracefully. And that's exactly how Go Gray Be Chic was born, and has been evolving into a global brand. So this was my very first photo shoot with the brand name and the branded apparel, and the women that are brought together to experience the growth of a brand new cycle and movement of women across the world that can finally embrace their gray and just do it with style and confidence. So the next thing we're going to talk about is just how women are growing their brands, and they're being recognized all over the world. Women with gray hair are now representing major brands and creating a new lifestyle and income from the idea of making a few simple changes in their lifestyle, which are embracing aging and their gray hair more gracefully. So a few examples of these are: one, Joanne Johnson, the 67-year-old model that Rihanna cast for her Fenty brand. And another example is Tracy of Trey's Going Gray. I found out about her when I first started my platform, Go Gray Be Chic, in June of 2021. But she created one post and she was showing the growth of her process, her gray hair journey. And you can check out this video later where I featured Trey's Going Gray. She's become an influencer for skincare lines, hair care lines, fashion lines, major clothing brands. So women are doing the thing. My channel has grown from 100 subscribers when I was first talking to hairstylists to now almost 9,000 subscribers, just inspiring, uplifting, and empowering you and the women all across the globe that find me, from Cape Town, South Africa to the Netherlands, all these different speaking languages and parts of the country that are just searching Black women with gray hair. So that is why you are starting to see women everywhere in this gray hair movement. And we can't forget about the men. The men have these fabulous groups. Check out our men's video right here where I interviewed 3 or 4 men and they talk about their gray hair journey. And they have some of the same challenges that we have when they're on their journey and embracing their gray hair. And so many guys have these groups. I'll put some of the groups' names that I follow on Instagram. It's funny because I was watching some of their TikToks. I just scroll and look at some of the comments. I'm like, really? The women of the world are ready to celebrate your uniqueness at every stage of your life. You're tired of waiting for society to tell you to be great at 50 plus. You want to stop conforming to what the world says about you and aging. You're no longer trying to be someone else. You want to be your own authentic self. And I always tell women, why settle for basic when it's time more than ever to be bold? So make sure you get your copy of our Go Gray Be Chic, the journal for your gray hair journey, on Amazon. So until the next time, guys, make sure that you check out all the women everywhere and give them some compliments. They may be, low vibing that day. You never know what they're feeling on their gray hair journey. So until the next time, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for your support, your comments, your feedback, and everything that you have helped us do to create this amazing channel outside of just subscribing. So I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And until the next time, guys, take care. Peace.
Go Gray Be Chic.